He used to arrive before the sun. The office lights would flicker on one by one, as if even the building obeyed him. Emails answered, reports reviewed, plans, always plans. That was Daniel Corrin, regional manager, 41, the kind of man who believed leadership was about motion. Keep moving, keep winning, keep proving. But somewhere between the numbers and the next big deadline, he stopped noticing the silence. At first, it was subtle, a quiet nod from his assistant instead of a good morning. A project manager who used to share ideas now only shared updates. The laughter that once drifted through the hallway, gone. Meetings felt tighter, shorter. Eyes avoided his. Daniel told himself it was just focus. People were working hard, but deep down, he knew they were working around him. Then one morning, he found an envelope on his desk. Not an email, not a memo, an actual envelope, hand-folded. Inside, a resignation letter, then another and another. 3 in 1 week. His best people, his team. Daniel read the words that stung harder than any quarterly loss. It is not the workload, Daniel. It's the quiet. We stopped feeling heard. You stopped listening. He stared at the page until the ink blurred. That night the office was empty. Just the hum of the vending machine and the rain against glass. Daniel sat there, no reports, no calls, no noise. And for the first time in years he heard nothing. And it terrified him. He thought about his father, an old factory supervisor who used to say, "Son, people don't leave jobs, they leave silence." Daniel had always thought that was just a sentimental line from another era, but now it echoed like a truth he'd outrun. The next morning, Daniel did something strange. He cancelled all his meetings. He asked each person one by one to walk with him outside. No agenda, no reports, just a walk. At first, they were cautious. Some glanced at their watches. Others spoke in clipped phrases, waiting for him to take over, as he always did. But he didn't. He just listened. He listened to Taylor, who confessed that the team felt invisible. To Maria, who admitted that her ideas stopped coming because you already seemed to have the answer. To Sean, who said quietly, "We started caring less because it felt like you cared about results, not us." Every word landed like a small truth unburied. Every pause carried the weight of all the conversations he had cut short. The more Daniel listened, the smaller he felt, and the freer they became. He learned that silence isn't empty. It's full of everything unsaid, full of the hesitations, the unasked questions, the quiet, "I'm struggling," that leaders never hear because they're too busy leading. Weeks passed. The office began to sound different. Laughter returned, softly at first, then louder. Brainstorms stretched longer. People argued again, but with energy, not resentment. Even the air felt lighter. And one day, his assistant left a note on his desk. Not a resignation this time, just a few words. "Thanks for listening. We missed this." Daniel smiled. He didn't need to frame it, he just folded it into his journal, right next to his father's old quote. Daniel never became a perfect manager, but he became a human one. And that made all the difference. Now, when new managers ask him for advice, he doesn't talk about KPIs or performance models. He tells them this story, and he ends it the same way every time. Before you lead, listen. Because people don't leave jobs, they leave silence. And when the room goes silent, that's when the real work begins.